Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm in the garage and I just want to showcase one or two of my new equipment tools that I just got for my garage here. You guys seen in my other mechanic videos where you guys might have seen me do wheel bearings. I started off with a 12-ton press and it was good. I bought that locally from a company here called Alaska Industrial Hardware. The 12-ton press is decent, but the metal is really thin, and after like a year with it, it's just started bending when you do any kind of wheel bearing work and stuff like that. Keep in mind, I buy this, my shop press is mostly used for doing wheel bearings. I use 99%, that's what I use it for. So a couple months ago, I got rid of that, and then I went ahead and picked up this new shop press. This is the Century Machine 20-ton shop press. You guys already know where this is from. This is from Harbor Freight. So this is a very popular, very good shop press that you can get on a really good budget. We don't have Harbor Freight in Alaska, so I went ahead and ordered this directly from Harbor Freight. I believe it's $250 as of December 2024. If you sign up to be like a membership or like those rewards bonus, they take out $50. Or you get a discount. So I paid $200. I paid about $120 to get it shipped to Tacoma, Washington. I freight for it via Carlisle transportation. So $125 from Harbor Freight to Tacoma, and then Carlisle, they charged me another $125 to ship it from Tacoma to Anchorage. And the reason why it was so expensive was the weight. I believe this thing came out to be almost 150 or 200 pounds. I think it was at least 200 pounds. The shipping box was rectangular, and it was about the size of this length, so about six foot long, but mainly the weight. At the end of the day, I believe I pay about almost $500 to get this 20-ton press up here, but it's totally worth it because I have already done 2 wheel bearing jobs for 2 different people, and it pretty much paid itself off already. So now I have a free 20-ton press, and I'll be using this to do all my other things, and I love it. Let me go ahead and pull the camera off the tripod, and I'll get you guys up close to my 20-ton press, and I'll show you guys some of the modification that I already done. Trust me, I already seen a bunch of videos on YouTube about modifying this Harbor Freight, and I'm in the process of doing some things, but I'll show you some of the stuff that I've done right now just to make it a little bit easier for me to work in my garage. Here's the press. And everything that I've done to the shop press, obviously it didn't came with this shop press, so don't expect that. So the first thing you guys seen is some caster wheels. This piece of metal is already drilled out, and you just need to put caster wheel. A lot of people put 3-inch to 4-inch caster wheels. I believe the one I have on here are 2-inch, if I remember, or it might be 3-inch, but I know I don't have 4-inch casters. I don't have 4-inch caster. I think they're 2-inch caster, and they're rated to 175 pounds, which is doable. So the wheels makes it easier for me to move this thing around, and etc, etc. When I had my 12-ton, I didn't have caster wheels on, and I was able to shove it in this corner here, and you can see this corner has a height limit. This shop press fits back there, but once I installed those caster wheels, it didn't fit anymore. So now it just stays over here, and if I ever need this room space, I can just dolly it out somewhere else. I put clamps right here. These are just clamps. Whenever I need one, I can just pull it off. That's my thermostat or thermometer, so I can know the temperature in the garage. And then this right here is super cheap. These are just broom holder, so you can get these on Amazon, super cheap. I got like a whole pack of 6 or something like that, and they're double-sided sticky tape. Oh no, they're not double-sided sticky tape. You're supposed to drill these in, but I didn't want to drill this or do anything to this piece, so I just put double-sided sticky tape. But you guys can see right here, I have it drilled in for my kitchen, my kitchen broom and my dustpan. And then over here, I have it drilled over here as well. And this is for my engine hoist, because I store my engine hoist outside, but I don't like to have this piece on the engine hoist, because every time you move the engine hoist, you guys know this thing always falls apart. So instead of having this laying on the shelf or something like that, and whenever I need it, I can just grab it off this wood shelf right here. And then besides that, that's pretty much it, guys. I have the wheels, the casters, this holder right here, and then also this right here was from eBay. This is a plastic piece that just slips on there, so it looks like that. I got this off eBay. I don't remember. I'll put a link down below, but I got this off eBay. It's about $8. There's a lot of people that make these. This is a plastic piece, and then some people make it out of machine metal or aluminum. This was just really cheap, and it just goes in there. So now you don't have to use this the handle to release and engage your jack right here, your bottle jack. So that's pretty much it that I've done to it. Some people have went ahead and removed this hydraulic one and put a air bottle one. I don't want to do that because I don't use my shop press enough to do that, and at the same time I have a one-car garage, so I'm very limited on space. So if I was to do that, then I have to get an air compressor and all that fun stuff. So for now, I don't mind just doing it by hand, pumping it and going from there. Some things that I did try to do, or that I heard people doing, was eventually I want to get during next, when it's summer, I'm gonna get some extra angle metal, which I have plenty in my yard, and I'm gonna weld a piece like from here to here, and then put a platform down here so I can store all this stuff here and miscellaneous stuff. And then I also read online where some people, they drill extra holes, so this is where your adjuster goes, your table goes. So people were drilling extra holes in between the adjustments, and you can see I started on it, but then my drill bit didn't really want to get through it, so I just quit. But next time I want to drill another one, and these settings right here, this setting and this setting, is the main two settings that I'm using to press on and press off wheel bearings for a Toyota pickup. And then if I had one more right here, that'd be perfect. So that's pretty much it so far. And then I also want to build a lot of people already done it too. I want to build a boat winch to lift this up and down, because like I said, it is more easier. So when I was doing my 2 wheel bearing job, you know, that was like my trial, my test and trial to see what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it, and things that I could improve on this on this shop press for my need. And I definitely want to do a boat winch for this setup right here. And then I also want to get some extra metal. I have some, this is a piece of axle right here. This is just a Toyota axle, and I want to cut this. This is bare metal. I want to cut like a 3-inch piece, because I need a spacer where when I have it adjusted, and I can put it between this and what I'm pressing, because there was times where I had to really pump this and extend it out until like I get to my piece that I need to press. So I definitely need to build some extension, and a 3-inch extension was definitely needed. Maybe get some 4-inch extension and 2-inch extension, because I was stacking things like with this piece and these 4 pieces. There was time when I was stacking all these together just to get that extension, so I didn't have to pump so long. So this extra axle shaft here, this is just a rare Toyota axle shaft that's been cut off. I'm gonna use that as a spacer, and I just need to cut that. So besides all that, I also want to show you guys another tool that I got that is made to work with a 20-ton shop press. So if you guys know anything about doing wheel bearings on Toyota pickups or anything in general, most of the time you're gonna have to have a special tool to press your wheel bearings in and all that fun stuff. Some people do the old method where you just hammer your axle, just hit it on the wood. And guys, trust me, I never done it that way, but something like this, a job like this, it's better to just pay somebody to do it, or get the damn tools and do it yourself. And in my past, it's much better to just do it yourself, because you know it's done right, and etc, etc. In the past, I cut a Toyota axle housing into the size right here, and I made my own little DIY tool press, and it worked good, but it wasn't the best design. And the biggest flaw about that was that that axle housing was only made for a non-ABS Toyota axle. I wanted to do ABS axle too, which is like the 1st gen Tacoma, 3rd gen Tacoma, etc, etc. So I hopped online and I went and bought the right tool to do it. So this is from Mix Special Inc., made in Omaha, Nebraska. This is the real deal right here, guys. You're gonna go on Amazon, eBay. I'll put the links below. You want to get this one. There's other brands like that's made from out of state or out of country. Don't get those, guys. Get this one here, American made, and support American made. So this tool right here is made to do Toyota axle. Not all Toyota axle, but at least my application, non-ABS and ABS axle up to 3rd gen Toyota pickups. You can do other generation like 5th gens, Tundras and Lexus, but you have to get the correct adapter. And I didn't get those adapters yet, but I will be getting those in the future. So this right here, you can pull the axles or the ABS toe ring. So a lot of people, when they do the ABS toe ring, or when they do a ABS axle, they always either damage the toe ring, the ABS toe ring, or they end up cutting it and then they buy another toe ring on top of all their parts that they're doing. So this doesn't require you doing that. This, you can slip it under the ABS and then you can pull out the ABS first and then do all that fun stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't film any of my use of this because when I was doing it, it was for customers, so I didn't really have time to film and all that fun stuff. So maybe next time when I do have time, I'll film myself using this and showing you guys how it works. But it works super amazing. This is the basic kit for Toyota. It comes with this, the ABS toe ring remover, and then on top of that, this is for the ABS as well. You can press the ABS toe ring along with the retainer with it. It's really nice, really cool, and then has the little window right here because when you're pressing the ABS toe ring, the most important thing is that it has to go down to a certain depth. Now, if you guys have never done it, this might sound weird to you guys, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys understand the language. So it comes with that, it comes with this, and then it also comes with these two pieces right here, these two round pieces. These came in bare metal, and I ended up painting them. Don't paint these, guys. If you guys get these, just leave them bare metal and keep them nice and clean. And if you don't plan to use them for a long time, maybe just take some motor oil and just wipe motor oil on it when you put them into storage. And the reason why you don't want to paint these is because this one here is made to drive in the wheel bearing into the plate. And when I was hitting on this, a lot of the paint was coming off and it was just making a big old mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and you can see I started to remove some of that paint already. So don't put paint on it because you're gonna be hammering on this and it's just gonna make a mess. This bigger one here is made to go on the axle, on the outer of the axle, and it presses in. So this one doesn't really get that dirty because you're not hammering it with the hammer. You're actually using you're using the press, which takes it slow, but it just becomes really flaky and dirty. So eventually I'm gonna go ahead and remove all this paint and just put it back to bare metal and keep it nice and clean, and probably just keep it nice and oily, and it won't get rust or anything like that. So that's what it comes with. Now you can get an adapter that will bolt to the bottom of this shaft here, and that one is made for like 3rd gen 4Runner, 5th gen 4Runners and all those new Toyotas. And eventually I do want to get that piece. I just didn't thought about it. All I thought about was my generation Toyota, and then also 3rd gen Toyota pickups and 4Runners and stuff like that, 1st gen Tacoma. But guys, I'm super excited. This tool here I'm gonna highly recommend. The current setup for this tool that I got was only like $130 on eBay, which is super cheap. When you think about that, that is a cheap price for a tool that can do this, because you think about the research and development, building it, and also the materials to do this. That's a pretty good price for me, guys. So that's just a quick video showcasing you guys some of the new tools and stuff and gadgets that I just got from my garage here. Really stoked to be using this shop press, because now I can offer wheel bearing service to other people in town that needed it. Because from what I heard, If you're taking your axles to a shop, they're charging over like 150 to 200 bucks just to do wheel bearings. So I'm able to do my stuff, help people out, do their stuff for a little bit cheaper, and just it's really fun doing it too, because when you have the right tools, everything goes smooth and nice. You're not hammering, you're not fighting a lot of things. And the only things that I want to do to this shop press to make it easier will probably just be that cable winch to move this up and down. It will just be super simple. So maybe when I have some time next month, I'll take a day off and just go get all my supplies and build that little boat winch, and I'll document that for you guys. But hope you guys enjoyed this, guys. This is my 20-ton press from Harbor Freight. My new wheel bearing tool press removal from eBay, made in USA. I'll go ahead and put links all down below in the video description if you guys are interested. If you guys got any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.